Vrasidas Karalis from the University of Sydney. I think the expert to talk about bilingualism and this book.
First of all, I would like to thank all of you for being here today. I would like to thank Eleni for hosting this such an important event because for us, as you understand, when we talk about Greek and about Greek language, we talk about Greek culture as well, and we try to create this feeling of community and togetherness, which after these very, sort of, if I may say, turbulent elections that we had last night, we've been shattered and we have lost any sense of communication with each other. But anyway, I would like to thank first John for putting this incredible work together, because for me it's not simply an introduction how to learn Greek through salata, μέσα από την ελληνική salata. It's something more important and something more, I would say, serious than this. By teaching Greek as a second language, you actually introduce our children, especially the young generation, into a completely different world of meanings, of images, of imagination, of culture. This is the way that we can bring our children into what we call the Greek education, the Greek pedia, the Greek culture, because as you understand, this is the oldest culture of Europe. It's not simply the oldest culture of Europe, it's the most influential culture of Europe. It's the culture that has created the European culture as we have it today, the European cultures in their plurality, that is to say, not simply one, but in many, many different ways, because the way that we study Greek, the way that we enter into Greek from this young age, will actually form a completely different world image, an image about the world that goes back to ancient Greece, starts with Homer, goes through our historians, through the tragic poets, and then to the great philosophers of Plato, Aristotle, and later, as you see, the tradition that has formed the contemporary world, Christianity itself. I would like to congratulate John for putting this together. This is the first book, John, isn't it? There'll be more coming up, and I think I would like to hear more about this, because it's very interesting the way that he uses Greek language as a communicative method of dialogue between the child and the teacher, between the mother, the parents, and the children themselves, and the way, finally, as you see, how the children themselves will be able to interact in that language. It is simple, it is lucid, it is transparent, it gives a very clear view and a clear way of practicing Greek, of talking Greek, of actually speaking Greek as well. It gives you a sense of through the e-book as well on the net, gives you the idea of how it is pronounced. I think that the person who reads the text has very deep and rich voice in nuances and color, and it's one of the most beautiful experiences to connect and associate what you see in front of you with an image, with a sound, and finally with what we call in linguistics, with a mental picture of the thing itself. These children are very lucky that they have the opportunity to study Greek through books like this published by John. And I'm looking forward to seeing the next books. John, when will it be published, the next one?
3 months, maybe?
3 months from now. Be patient, but it will come there, as you see. Because this is the way to discover, for our children to discover the Greek and the European imagination, the way that European imagination has created images about the world, about our life and our experience. All of this based on Greek experiences, actually on Greek words, and I can actually, the only thing that's missing, the Greek smells, as you see from this book, because we can feel them next to us here, and I want to eat something, and I can't, as you understand, but this is something good for the children. Congratulations, John, and I hope the children will enjoy and continue the study of Greek until you reach the university level, tertiary education, where we will be there if we are still alive. Thank you.
Lo mato in Italia, mi lo metti allá, lo mato in Italia.